They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He's going to keep this again.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared, because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers. 19 strikes, 19 strikes. 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
Hold the set. Press on Lee.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way. There
were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cook again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Down, Willis. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Warriors 17.
They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. A 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In motion, the tight end. Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown
touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Hold it ready.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Let's go.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. It's Brown. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Trap 50, trap 50. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
70 Timberwolves.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hurt. Hey, man.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
Rolling to his left.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
This take it in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ready? 60 boxes, 60 boxes.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. It just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Fourth down, Willis. got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Taylor, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Here's Taylor again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. 3rd and goal, Willis.
He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Even after the false start, they'll still go here on 4th and goal.
Now Willis on 4th down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter now up in Seattle. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdown passes thus far.
On 4th down, here's the option.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Touchdown!
Marquez Callaway.
39 yards.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
To throw, here's Willis. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. He will have the conversion and more than that. Still going inside the 20.
Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
To throw, here's Willis.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Go street. Liking and Steve. Hurt.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
The slot man in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and run the option. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not good.
He's got a man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final try for Willis. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
So they came in here facing